What's going on, guys? Welcome to week 7 of Marketing with C, a series where I am aiming to take a fitness business online from £0 all the way up to 100,000K. But I'm using this as an opportunity to document this entire journey. And, there are a few different reasons why I'm doing it. Financial reason is actually one of the last reasons why. Because, in essence, I'm already making money online. And doing this entire project with fitness, it helps me sharpen up my ability to communicate online. And I think that's one of the main reasons why I'm doing it. I know that finances will follow my ability to communicate. If I can become a better communicator, then, that opens many different doors for me. Now, I've been doing marketing and sales for some time online. And as I said, I run different businesses that I have taken to over 100K. And yeah, finances in themselves aren't my biggest problem. My biggest problem is having a system that is proven to influence people online, you could say, communicate. And I mean this, in a most positive manner, influence. Even when it comes to coaching, like fitness coaching, if I have the ability to influence someone with my words, with my systems, with the way I communicate online, then I think I'm winning. And that's one of the main reasons why I'm doing this. So basically, the approach I'm taking with it is documenting each and every week, showing you exactly what I'm doing, but keeping that in mind, that building a solid system for communicating online is one of my priorities. So having that out of the way, let's dive into week 7. I've just had a little break. I've just come back from Scotland. So on week 6, I told you that I'm going away for a little trip around UK, which in essence took me out for 2 weeks of being in a game, of being in my solid routine that I have built, which was leading to results. Routine that was leading to social media growth, gathering up more attention on social media, and also routine that was allowing me to build a program. Because in order for me to be able to sell something, I need a program. So we're doing both at the same time. We expand in our social media. So once the program is ready, we have some people that we can, start selling to, and we're building the program simultaneously. So now I'm back from Scotland. I'm back to it. And what was my plan for going away? Now, while I was going away, I said, all right, I'm going to be loose with it. I'm going to try and post as much as I can. But we see how it goes. And the truth is, over the time when I was away, this is how much I've posted. So we've got 4 different spaces where we post. We've got 2 Instagram accounts, and we've got 1 TikTok account and 1 YouTube account where we basically trying to post stuff and grow. So starting off with the biggest Instagram account, which is Caesar King on Instagram. I've only posted 10 times over the time when I was away. I was away for about 2 weeks. It's nearly been... We call it 2 weeks, all right? We call it 2 weeks off. So over the course of a period of 2 weeks, usually I would post twice a day. While I was away, I posted 10 times. And overall, not much happened on the page. We actually lost some followers. I went down to 102,016 followers, all right? So listen, that's fine. We're good because right now we're going to be regrouping. I'm going to put this down for a second. I'm going to stick this little bad boy right here. So we can keep track of things. And now I am extremely excited to have returned because we are about to approach the last quarter of the year, 2025, all right, Q4. We are like a week away. We're in last week of September right now, which means that I just feel, all right, let me just stick this here, week 7, all right, which means that I just feel extremely focused for what is about to come, what we're about to do. Let me move the screen so I'm not looking at myself, I'm looking at you, all right? So the last quarter, it means a lot, 12 weeks, all right? Why does it mean a lot to me? It's because I am a man with a dream, I'm dreaming into the future. I'm trying to bend reality and create something out of nothing. And when I was younger, I've become obsessed with kind of having that ability to dream and make it happen. But what I often didn't realize is that many dreams that I've set for myself, they came with a lot more effort than what I thought initially. Like in order to make that dream come true, I would have to put so much more effort than what I originally anticipated. That in a way would throw me off. I'd be like, whoa, what the fuck? Like, I know what I want. I kind of know how to get it. but I never was able to gauge the effort in the right way for many, many years. And that often led to me over-expecting what I'm capable of doing in a short amount of time and basically planning way too much for myself and then kind of failing and feeling disappointed because I'd be like, I'm putting all this effort and it's still not enough and I'm still not seeing results. So what I've learned over the years is to basically try and not overestimate what I'm capable of doing in a short period of time. Usually people overestimate what they can do in a month, but underestimate what they can do in a year. And I recognize that I'm actually way more productive if I focus on some simple things, over a course of, let's say, 12 weeks or even a week like we plan here every week. If I can really narrow down what it is that I need to do, and then I just focus on doing that, I get way better results than having this big dream, having this big goal, and thinking that I'm going to have to, thinking that I can do so much more than what I can actually do. So the reason why I'm excited about this quarter is this is the honest truth. I don't reckon, I'm going to be pushing for making any money during this quarter. For the next 12 weeks, I don't reckon I'm going to be pushing for making any money in this fitness business. And there's a reason for that. I think my biggest step right now, which I've mentioned during last week, is basically building a content machine where I can generate attention and where I can start providing value to people and where I can become you could say an expert in a niche, or at the same time someone that, basically people feel like, hey, this guy kind of knows what he's talking about. I want people to feel like they found the gold mine online when it comes to my content, where they can find solutions to the problems, where they feel understood. And listen, I've got a big benefit of doing this thing for 14 years, gym, lifting weights, being a coach for the last 14 years. So I've seen a lot. I've built strategies, I've built systems, right? I have some systems, how I coach and what I do. And those systems are basically built based upon people's problems. I've had so many clients with different problems. Now I have a map, all right? So what I've explained during last week is that right now what I want to do is I want to focus on creating one massive big origin story video where I can drop on YouTube, which summarizes my system. Like, how do I coach? What do I do? How do I transform my own body? So people can watch that video and kind of find my strategy. But the video is designed in a way of taking them along on a journey that I've taken. Let me show you what I've done, how I got in shape. These are the 3 main steps that took me to my shape from someone that was a skinny child, a skinny kid with a dream, a hunchback and a dream, to someone that is shredded and, looks, I'm basically year-round lean, shredded and aesthetic. So the video is going to summarize that. And the idea is to drop that video on YouTube and then have other pieces of content aligned with that video. So every time I post on social media, a short form piece of content, I can then direct them to that longer piece of content where they can get to know me a little bit more. If someone searches my name and tries to learn about me, they land on that video. And that video will then point them towards a free community where I can further feed them value, all right? So my idea is over the 12 weeks, rather than actually trying to force myself to get clients, what I want to do is I want to build a place where I can hold a community. I want to start building a community, because once I have the community, and I know that, it's not just this free community online, it's just, everything that happens on my social media pages. Once I've built that community, when I start reaching out to people individually in their DMs, or whether that's through an offer on an Instagram story, I know that people are going to buy. They're going to trust, they're going to know that this guy, he knows what he's talking about. So I'm willing to delay some stuff so I can build this in peace, all right? Because all of this takes a shit ton of time. And again, I can dive deeper into the smaller elements of everything that we do in here. Because I said communication is an important aspect, a skill that I'm trying to learn while developing all of this. And even creating the video, writing the script, having the ability to communicate my message, that's a fucking huge skill that I'm trying to work on, all right? So every day, basically, during these next 12 weeks, my mission is to achieve this, what's on this board. I want to create that big video as soon as I can. I want to film it, edit it, drop it on YouTube, and I want to build this community. So inside of this free community, I need some programs. I need some stuff that I can give away, training programs. I want people to be more familiar with my approach. So all of this comes down to me basically waking up every day, writing scripts, and then filming videos. There's a shit ton of writing, shit ton of editing, and shit ton of filming. But the thing is, once all of that is in place, baby, we're just going to be running with the system. So the aim for the next 12 weeks is in essence do that. During the Q4 of 2025, I want to double down on short form content, mass produce short form content, be present online, blow up a little bit more, and meanwhile build this free community, build this video where I can start basically creating a funnel for all of that. Yeah, so having that out of the way, I'll move this board, all right? I'll move this board here with me back to what happened on social media this week, which isn't a lot because I've been away. But right now we're going to be doubling down. CK Shreds is the second page we've got on social media. And again, I plan to post as many times as I could. I've only posted 6 times, all right? Again, same as with the previous page. My usual schedule would be posting twice a day. So, CK Shreds gained 6 followers over that time, and now we're on 32,885 followers, baby. Yeah? And we're going to be growing this little bad boy. We're going to stick this on our little board. Hopefully I'm not too loud, you know? Yo, 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 yo. Well, hopefully I'm not too loud. Actually, let me just check that just in case, yeah? Yeah, no, we're good, we're good. All right, so, CK Shreds, still on 32,800 followers. We're good, you know, nothing really significant happened over the time when we were away, but that's to expect it. Well, you know what, that's another funny thing, like going away on holidays, yeah? Obviously, it was my friend's wedding, so I wasn't going to miss it. It was something I was going to do. But truly, the thing that makes me happy is going after my goals at 100%. Sometimes I would come back from going away on holiday and I'd feel bad because I still haven't achieved what I wanted to achieve. I have a high drive, and I think the thing that makes me happy is grinding this out. So I'm a little bit obsessed. YouTube, again, we posted 0 times during the time I was away. 879 subscribers. We gained 5 subscribers probably from the old content. Nothing really happened, all right? We stick this here, week 7, YouTube, baby, we roll in. TikTok, again, posted twice only, not a lot. We gained 82 followers somehow. So the plan is, same as with the other pages, we're gonna start getting back into the routine of what we had prior to leaving to Scotland and posting twice a day on Instagram and once a day on TikTok and YouTube. And in order to achieve that, all right, I'll tell you what we're going to do in order to achieve that. Let me just stick this one here too. Go on. Yeah. So I'll tell you what we're going to do in order to achieve that. This week, week 7, I'm just going to reintroduce myself into posting twice a week. That's what I want to do. I want to double down on posting twice a week. And main thing that I want to do is introduce talking videos. I want to, express who I am, teach people some stuff, talk about me, talk about who I am. I just want to be more present speaking-wise so people can get to know me. So the idea was to talk as much as I can, and this week I want to drop as many talking videos as I can. We're going to see how many I'll drop. I'll see what I can do. This week I'm going to approach it from, kind of curiosity of like, what can I achieve? Just to try to get back into the flow of things, because next week, it's in essence, start of a new quarter, baby, and that's what we're going to double down for the next 12 weeks, try to make all those dreams come true. So that's social media, all right? Social media, we're going to be talking, we're going to be crafting the talking videos. I'll show you some of them next week. Now, when it comes to the program, what do we do, baby? What do we do? There's only one main thing that I'm trying to do when it comes to the program, and that is the 3 stages video. I just want to get that video scripted, edited, and out, all right? And once I've got that video out, as I pointed to you on a previous whiteboard, that video is kind of becomes like a main cornerstone of everything. Like everything will be surrounding that video, because that video, this is the smaller version of that whiteboard there, that video, the 3-stage video, summarizes my entire approach with how I'm training people, right? So whenever I do sign them up as a VIP coach, they kind of follow a similar structure. The idea is that, all right, you can go do it yourself, yeah? You know the what, but you don't know the how. Or if I become your coach, I'll take you through the how. I'll take you through all the steps personally. I'll guide you. I'll lead you. So that's what we're doing. So guys, this is it, all right? Week 7. A quick catch up, and let's get back to it. I'm excited about it. These sessions really do help me stay aligned. It's funny because when I was away for the last 2 weeks, obviously one thing was me being away from the routine, but the other was me not doing these sessions. I wasn't aligned. Now we're back to it. So let's smash week 7, and then week 8 we'll begin our next quarter. Let's go.